about it.
And New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama.
What's up, Quint?
Coach, this is such a special place. You
Yeah.
drive through the streets of Green Bay,
I know, right?
Buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle.
You having your night little season though.
Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I should hope you and the fam staying safe, man. Let's give them a good showing. Shit, he coming out smoking. Shit.
Here we go. Ready? 11.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Okay, now let me get these motherfuckers in the game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's caught by Jackson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Garoppolo. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And this
Good
one
job. Way to drop it.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery.
Y'all gotta get them, man. Y'all ain't got no pressure on this cat.
For those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Switch it. He playing that side.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Complete. Smith has it. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Love gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, they coming. Yeah, they coming.
From the gun on third down. Love. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
2nd and 3. Caught by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards, the final tally.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it?
That motherfucker 6'7".
Got the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Tighten up, tighten up.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year.
Yeah.
And the Packers have taken the lead.
Yeah, you had me fucked up last year.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Damn, for real?
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Damn. Man, they done dropped two. They dropped 2 passes and a touchdown on that last drive.
Zone for a touchback.
Damn. That shit. I just played a nigga in another league, and that shit just got me throwed.
Here we go, here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team,
because you knew it.
Right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got
you just know.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
He open.
First down. Love. It's a
Damn, he went out of bounds.
To the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Oh, boy. That's probably the end of the quarter anyway.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Damn, there's Mac over there. Ain't it? Shit, what the hell I'm running for his side for?
Here's Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
We got here.
Check 59, Mike, 59. Watch the curve. Mike, check.
From the gun on third down. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Dog. Too many interceptions.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. They'll find Meadow. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Stop it.
Here we
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
11.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting room. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back to throw. Long. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Okay.
Dan Bailey now for the extra
That's 2
point.
goddamn interceptions, Lord. That's over with now. That's it, Lord. That's 2 interceptions.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an
2
extra point
interceptions.
all season.
Yeah, but
His
damn, I
first
can't throw no
miss,
picks that
good.
close to the end zone like that. Yeah, that shit crazy, man. I should have followed my
So they
first
throw the pick
instinct.
six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Yeah, that wind
And they
blowing
will
10
not
miles
get a
an hour.
chance to return this one
That's
as
why I
it's
hate
through
playing
the
in
end
Green
zone
Bay.
for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The pass run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Looking to throw.
God damn, you can't throw it.
Here as he's taken down.
I'm finna start taking off
you
running
never
this
want to
shit.
give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down.
Let me get off that mic.
Oh,
Let me get off that damn mic.
Pride. And they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Like 20. 12, fellas, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here we go, here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Throwing on third and long. Love. And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Here we go. 180! 50 inches, come on. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 21, 21.
Garoppolo to throw on third and long. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we have reached halftime here in a tight two-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Jones has it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the gun, Love. From the right side here, and that's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Ready. With the flag. Check. Let's go full strength.
Again, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 21st touchdown of the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Kevin King with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away as we just saw there.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Love. Flushed out right. Complete to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Focus, defense, focus. Switch.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Stay alert.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
And the Bears first down.
Here we go. What do you need? Win championships, baby. Mike 9.
Garoppolo again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
Hey, we got to seal.
Garoppolo on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
21. X3. 218. Jump.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
We got three.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Hey, watch it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike 51. Watch the run. 51 to Mike.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Throwing on third and long. Love. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Garoppolo to throw. The catch made by Miller. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Love. This complete to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they try to sweep to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Bears' 16-yard line.
Buddy up! 59, mark. Check, 59. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.